Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to give you a really quick but thorough rundown of today's big headlines.
Yeah, the goal is to cut through all the noise.
Exactly. We've sifted through a bunch of recent news articles, pulled out the key stuff so you can get genuinely informed, without spending hours doing it.
And see how it all connects.
Right. How these things affect communities here and, everywhere. Okay, let's get into it. First up, a really significant shift, it seems, in U.S. immigration policy. We're seeing reports, sources pointing to a new ICE memo that's Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
Right.
And it sounds like millions of undocumented immigrants, they won't be eligible for bond hearings anymore. That seems like a huge change.
It really is.
Right.
And the practical side of this was pretty profound. A bond hearing, historically, was... It was a way for someone to potentially get released from detention while their case moves forward.
Okay.
So if you take that away from millions, like the reports suggest, the whole process changes. It could mean, much longer detention times for a lot of people. And think about the strain that puts on legal aid, on the whole system. It could create this bottleneck, maybe even speed up deportations if people can't get out on bond to sort of navigate their case properly.
So more than just detention, it's a deeper systemic thing. Okay, let's shift gears then from domestic policy to a global health story. Big news about U.S. funding.
Yes, the Gavi funding.
Right, reports say the U.S. pulled about $300 million in funding from Gavi. So what does that actually mean for global health?
The Gavi, that's the Vaccine Alliance. It's a huge player. They help vaccinate almost half the world's children.
Half the world's children. That's incredible.
It's massive. So losing $300 million from a key donor like the U.S., it's not just a budget hole. The concern, reading between the lines of the sources, is that it could undermine years of work.
How so?
Building trust, setting up logistics in, really difficult places. It takes time. Pulling funds like this risks damaging that infrastructure.
Yeah.
And it means future efforts, even if funding comes back later, might be way harder, more expensive.
Yeah.
It's about keeping the momentum going against diseases we can prevent.
A huge potential impact there. While that's happening globally, there's a serious public health issue building up right here at home.
The DEA warning.
Yeah, the DEA chief is sounding the alarm big time about a surge in meth, and specifically meth-laced pills aimed at college-age adults. What's so scary about this particular surge?
I think the alarm bells are ringing, according to the DEA chief, because it's so deceptive. The targeting...
Deceptive how?
Well, these aren't just, typical street drugs. We're talking about pills laced with meth. So young adults, college students, they might think they're taking something else, maybe an Adderall, a stimulant.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And they end up taking meth, potentially in really high, unpredictable doses. Meth is incredibly potent. So it's an immediate danger, a public safety risk. It really highlights this urgent need for awareness, for targeted health messages to protect this group. It could be a deadly mistake.
That is genuinely frightening. Shows how vital that kind of public health awareness is.
Absolutely.
And just quickly, one more international item, a really somber one.
Gaza.
Yeah. Gaza officials reporting children killed in a recent strike. And the Israeli military has acknowledged an error occurred. Our sources highlight that acknowledgement specifically.
Yeah, and it's a stark reminder, isn't it? Even when there are stated intentions, the reality of conflict is complex and often tragic. Civilian casualties, the human cost, it's devastating. This detail, reported factually, it just underscores that reality in these volatile situations.
Right, a very sobering note. So look, in just these few minutes, we've touched on a major U.S. policy shift affecting potentially millions, a big change in global health funding with worldwide implications for kids,
Right.
a really scary domestic drug surge targeting young people,
Yeah.
and this tragic update from an international conflict. It's a lot, and it's all pretty complex.
It is. And I think the value here for you listening is getting that quick grasp on how these things, even if they seem separate, are often linked. They have real effects on real people.
Definitely.
It really makes you ask, okay, how do these headlines, when you put them together like this, how do they shape your own understanding of what's happening locally, globally, the whole web of it?
Yeah, that's the key question. And maybe think about the ripple effects, too. How do these different events land in different communities? What does it mean for them on the ground? Something to consider.
Definitely.
We hope this quick deep dive helps you feel more connected and informed about the news today.